Hello students, welcome back to Easy Way to Learn Maths. In this session, let us discuss about the relative position of two circles. That is, whether the two circles are apart from each other, or they are touching, or they are intersecting, or one is inside of the other. That is called the relative position of two circles. Depending upon different conditions, we can state whether they are apart from or touching or intersecting or one is inside of the other. Now let us discuss. It all depends upon the value of C1, C2 bar, that is nothing but the distance between the two centers of the given two circles and their respective radii. Here, if C1, C2 bar, that is nothing but the distance between the two centers. Here the center of the first circle is C1, second circle is C2. Then C1, C2 bar is nothing but distance between the two centers. Here it is nothing but R1, here it is nothing but R. It is very clear that C1, C2 bar is greater than R1 plus R2 and hence the two circles are apart from each other. Second condition, if C1, C2 bar is equal to C1, C2 bar is equal to directly R1 plus R, then we can say that the two circles are touching externally. If modulus of R1 minus R2, that is nothing but the difference between the radii, is less than C1, C2 bar, less than R1 plus R2, then we can say that the two circles are intersecting. And if C1, C2 bar is equal to difference of the radii, that is modulus of R1 minus R2, then in this case also the two circles are touching each other but internally. The touching is nothing but internally they are touching. Here external touching, it is internal touching. Next, if C1, C2 bar is less than modulus of R1 minus R2, that is difference of the radii, then one circle is completely inside of the other circle. Special case, if C1, C2 bar is equal to 0, that is nothing but the centers are coinciding, then in this case the circles are called concentric circles. Now, depending upon these relative positions, let us define the number of tangents, direct tangents. Here we will discuss about common tangents. These are two types. First one is direct common tangents. The next common tangents are transverse common tangents. Direct common tangents are nothing but tangent drawn from a point like this. Let this should be point P, say some x1, y1. Then from this external point we can draw two tangents to both these circles such that it touches circle 1 as well as circle 2, and for this tangent the two circles are of the same side, on the same side. Similarly, for this tangent also the two circles are on the same side. These two tangents are called direct common tangents. What about transverse common tangents? Here transverse common tangents are like this. This is a transverse common tangent so that it also touches both the circles at these 2 points, but here you have to observe, for this transverse common tangents the circles are on either side. One circle is this side and the other circle is this side. That is either side of the tangent circles. Similarly, we can draw another also. This one. This is also a transverse common tangent so that the two circles are on either side of this common tangents. Okay. Now, let us define in each case how many direct common tangents are possible and how many transverse common tangents are possible. Okay. Now, let us discuss. If C1, C2 bar is greater than R1 plus R2, that is in this case the two circuits are apart from each other, so that in this case we can draw two direct common tangents and as well as two transverse common tangents. Therefore, the number of direct common tangents 2, the number of transverse common tangents 2. Therefore, the total number of common tangents are 4. Now, if the circuits are touching externally, then in this case also we can draw two direct common tangents and only one transverse common tangent at the point of contact. At the point of contact, we can draw only one transverse common tangent. Therefore, the number of direct common tangents are 2 and the number of transverse common tangents only 1. Therefore, the total becomes 3. Now, in this case, that is intersecting circuits, then in this case we can draw two direct common tangents only. It is not possible to draw the transverse common tangents. Therefore, the number of direct common tangents 2 and the number of transverse common tangents is 0. Therefore, total becomes 2 only. Then, in this case, here the two circuits are touching but internally. In this case, only one common tangent is possible at the point of contact. That is also nothing but the direct common tangent, because the both circuits are on the same side of the tangent. Therefore, in this case only one direct common tangent and no transverse common tangent. Total becomes only 1. Next, in this case it is not possible to draw either direct or transverse. Therefore, 0, 0, 0. If we have to find the common tangent at the point of contact, we can make use of the formula S minus S dash equal to 0. To find the common tangent at the point of contact, the formula used is S minus S dash equal to 0. Now, based upon these properties, now let us solve some problems. Show that the circles x square plus y square minus 6x minus 9y plus 13 equal to 0, x square plus y square minus 2x minus 16y equal to 0 touch each other. Find the point of contact and the equation of the common tangent at the point of contact. Here it is a long answer question. This problem we can divide into 3 parts. First of all, we have to prove that these two circuits touch each other. That is first part. And second part, we have to find the point of contact. That means where the two circuits are touching each other, the point. And in third part, we have to find at that point of contact the tangent, which is the common tangent. So, let us come to first part. What is the first part? Just we have to prove that these two circuits are touching each other. Touching means either externally or internally. So that to find whether they are touching externally or internally, just you have to find the values of C1, C2 bar and R1, R2. Now let us find C1, C2, R1, R2. Then C1 is nothing but the center of the first circuit. Here 2G is equal to minus 6, 2F is equal to minus 9. Then C1 center minus G minus F is equal to nothing but 3 comma 9 by 2. Then C2 minus G, say some minus G1 minus F1, some G2 minus F2 is equal to here 1 comma 8. And again let us find R1. R1 is nothing but G1 square plus F1 square minus C1. G1 square plus F1 square minus C1. That is equal to root of 3 square 9 plus 9 by 2 whole square 81 by 4 minus 13 that is equal to here the LCM is 4, 36. Therefore, square root of 36 plus 81 minus 52 by 4, that is equal to root 65 by 4, that is equal to root 65 by 2. root 4 is nothing but which is R1. Similarly, let us find R2 also. Therefore, R2 is equal to square root of here G2 square plus F2 square minus C2 is here 0. Therefore, 1 G2 square plus F2 square minus C2, that is called square root of 1 square 1 plus 8 square 64 minus 0, that is equal to root 65. Now let us find the distance between the two centers C1 C2 bar. Therefore C1 C2 bar is equal to, what is the formula to find the distance between 2 points? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Therefore that is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 1 minus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1 8 minus 9 by 2 whole square, that is equal to square root of minus 2 whole square plus 4 plus here LCM 2 16, 8 to the 16, 16 minus 9 7, 7 by 2 whole square is nothing but 49 by 4. Here again LCM is 4, 4 4 ja 16, 16 plus 49 65, that is equal to square root of 65 by 4, that is equal to root 65 by 2. That's the required things to show that whether they are touching internally or externally. Now here C1 C2 bar is root 65 by 2 and the radii R1 is equal to root 65 by 2, R2 is equal to root 65. It is very clear that the difference of these two radii is nothing but root 65 by 2, that is C1 C2 bar is equal to difference of the radii, that is which is nothing but modulus of root 65 by 2 minus root 65, that is equal to modulus of minus root 65 by 2, that is equal to root 65 by 2, and hence C1 C2 bar is equal to modulus of R1 minus R2, that is difference of the radii here in this case, and hence the two circles are touching internally, that is in this way. It is the point of contact, and at this point of contact we have to draw the tangent also, that is we have to find this common tangent. It is the first part. What we have proved, the two circles are touching each other. Next, second part, we have to find the point at which two circles are touching, that is the point of contact. Second part, the point of contact, that is nothing but the point of contact is the point which divides the line joining in the ratio R1 is to R2 radii externally, because the point is external point, common point or point of contact. Then we have to use the formula external point of intersection m1 x2 minus m2 x1 by m1 minus m2, and y coordinate m1 y2 minus m2 y1 by m1 minus m2. Here m1 m2 is nothing but r1 is to r2 m1 m2, and here x1 x2 x1 y1 x2 y2 are nothing but x1 y1 is equal to 3 comma 9 by 2 and x2 y2 is equal to 1 comma 8. Now let us find the point of contact. Therefore point of contact is equal to, let us apply the formula m1 x2. Here m1 is nothing but the radii. Let us find first of all m1 is to m2. Here m1 is to m2 is equal to r1 is to r. Therefore root 65 by 2 is to r2 is here root 65, that is equal to 1 by 2 is to 1, that is equal to 1 is to 2. Here m1 is to m2 is equal to 1 is to 2. Now let us substitute in this formula. Therefore m1 x2 1 into 1 1 minus m2 x1 m2 is here 2 2 into 3 6 by m1 minus m2 1 minus 2 comma again m1 y2 m1 y2 1 into 8 minus m2 y1 2 into 9 by 2 2 into 9 by 2 by again m1 minus m2. Therefore here minus 5 by minus 1 here let us write here that is equal to minus 5 by minus 1 here 2 get cancelled 8 minus 9 minus 1 minus 1 by minus 1 that is equal to minus 1 by minus 1 which is equal to 5 comma 1 which is the point of contact. It is the second part. Now let us come to the third part, and again in this third part we have to find the common tangent at the point of contact. That is, this is the common tangent at this point of contact. To derive this common tangent, let us make use of s minus s dash. Therefore common tangent s minus s dash equal to 0. S is nothing but equation of the first circle, s dash is nothing but equation of the second circle. Let us solve. Therefore x square plus y square minus 6x minus 9y plus 13 is equal to 0. Yes, and s dash is x square plus y square minus 2x minus 16y plus 0 is equal to 0. Subtracting minus minus plus plus minus plus x square minus x square plus y square minus y square cancelled. Here minus 6 plus 2 minus 4x. Here plus 16 minus 9 plus 7y. Here plus 13 is equal to 0, or 4x minus 7y minus 13 is equal to 0, which is nothing but equation of the common tangent. Okay. Now let us solve the other problem. Show that the circles S and S dash touch each other. Find the point of contact and the equation of common tangent at their point of contact. Same procedure we have to adopt here. Let us divide this problem also into three parts. In first part, we have to prove that they touch each other, and second part the point of contact, and third part the common tangent at that point of contact. Now to show that the two circuits are touching each other, first of all we have to find C1, C2 bar and R1, R2 to verify whether they are touching internally or externally. Now let us find C1, which is nothing but center of the first circuit. Here 2g is equal to minus 6, 2f is equal to minus 2. Therefore C is nothing but minus g minus f, and hence 3 comma 1. Similarly C2 is equal to minus 1 plus 4, and R1 is equal to square root of g square plus f square minus c, that is equal to 3. R2 is equal to square root of g square plus f square minus 3, that is equal to R2 is equal to 2. And the distance between the centers C1, C2 bar is equal to, formula is distance between 2 points, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Applying that formula, we derive that the distance between centers is 5. Therefore 5 is equal to 3 plus 2, that is equal to R1 plus R2. That is nothing but the distance between the centers is equal to sum of the radii. That is, the two circles are indirectly touching externally. That is the conclusion. They are touching externally. Okay, it is the first part. Now let us find this point of contact. Here the point of contact, since the two circuits are touching externally, the point of contact is inside, in between the two centers. That is, let P be the point of contact which divides the line joining of C1 and C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. In previous problem, the point of contact is externally. Here the point of contact is internally. So that we use the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Here m1 m2 is nothing but ratio is r1 is to r2, which is 3 is to 2, and x1 y1 is 3 1, and x2 y2 is minus 1 4. Let us substitute in this formula so that we derived 3 by 5 14 by 5, which is the second part, that is the point of contact. Next, in the third part, we have to find the common tangent at this point of contact. The common tangent is always represented by the formula s minus s dash at the point of contact. Simply substituting s minus s dash, here we derived minus 8x plus 6y minus 12 equals 0. Taking minus 2 common, then it becomes 4x minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0, which is the common tangent at the point of contact. Okay, with this we conclude this session, and thanks for watching.